Hi, my name is Gerald from A Guy Called Gerald, and I'm from Manchester, at the moment living in Berlin. Yeah, I'm a recording artist, stroke producer, doing electronic music for since 1988. I perform live using Reason. Well, it's performing in a way that maybe a DJ would work. It's been a dream of mine for a while, since for the last maybe 10 years, to bring the studio actually out into the clubs. I found with Reason I could do this. I could take 2 laptops and a DJ mixer and mix and mash up some of the sounds that I create in the software. Yeah, I also produce records with Reason. My last record was called Proto Acid, the Berlin Sessions. It was totally done in Reason, everything from start to finish. I tend to do is use some of my old sounds from the past, remodel them in some of the synths. They're really easy to use, really versatile. And some of the sample sounds are cut through Dr. Rex or the N19. I've been using it since, I think, 2001. Yeah, about 7 years. Before I was using Reason, I was actually only a part-time computer user. I was actually more used to using a hardware studio, 24 track desk, 24 channel 2-inch mixing tape mixer, tape machine, and a load of outboard gear. I was living in New York at the time and found it really hard to travel about and work at the same time as a DJ. I was either in the studio or on the road, and I couldn't do the 2 things at once. I had to find a solution because I was getting booked more and more in Europe. So I decided to have a look at this program, Reason, and I've never looked back really. Being something that's really helped me out and actually changed the way that I was writing. When I started out, I was doing stuff really simple with drum machines and really basic analog synths. Using Reason has taken me back to the basics of what I was doing, but with a modern, clean approach, so I can actually have the best of both worlds and have some portability with it and all. The way I like to work is to chop and change between the DJ world and a producer's world. I find it easier to flow with my work if I can make a track or a sequence, mix it there on the fly with something else, and then write another groove to it. When I was using a studio, it was really hard to try and mix 2 tracks in together. I always had to make one track, complete it, and then start on another one, and then complete that. Now I can chop and change using 2 laptops. I can mimic how the track would be mixed in a DJ set with another track, and basically rewrite or write new material over the top of it. I mean, basically it's making life a lot easier. It makes things a lot more versatile. Yeah, I have a favourite feature in it's with the Dr. Rex. Actually, I mean, I've spent a lot of time building up my own kind of sound library in there. I usually use the factory sound bank as kind of like a scratch pad. If I've not got any of my own sounds loaded up, I'll use that as a fill-in usually. But some of the synth sounds, it's a good basis to base some of your own sounds on. So I'll start off with some of the synths in the factory sound. Yeah, I tend to build my own refills and kind of, I don't know, try and create my own unique sound, which, I mean, it's basically open to you for that, there's a lot of other softwares out there where you're pushed in a certain direction, whereas with Reason, it's like it's opening up. Every version I've used seems like I've got more choice and more versatility. The dream I had 10 years ago of bringing the studio into the disco. Well, the way I do it is actually mix, like a live mix. Taking it back to the old school, that's what we used to do in the old days. Basically, we had one mixer and maybe 2 or 3 drum machines, a table full of, or a rack full of synths and other bits and pieces and effects and hardware. I mean, flanges and reverbs and delays and things like that, all wired into the desk. And then basically you would have a set number of tunes, you would press go, and then you would just jam the whole thing from start to finish. That's how I actually started out. I was doing gigs in 88 and 89. They were the kind of things that I was doing. Reason kind of takes me back to that in a way, but with some automation, so I can actually remember bits and change them as I go along, or go back to old bits and introduce sequences. It's simple, but it can be complex. And yeah, it's basically the ideal tool, and I feel that it's still growing. I think Reason is definitely a way forward for pushing the boundaries in not just dance music but electronic music, full stop. Thank you for keeping us all accurate.